Hey guys, it's been a while and I haven't recorded. I've been sick. It's been like going on. Happy New Year's, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy anything else in between. I forgot. But today I wanted to talk about the topic of what if I just let go? I feel like for so long I've been holding on to these fears and wearing this heavy shield on my body for the what ifs, for the just in case, for the I'm gonna just hold this heavy shield on my body because I don't want what happened to happen again. And so you walk around life carrying that heaviness, and it's a drag, and it weighs you down from what you are so capable of becoming. I remember I was on my way to work and I had this like epiphany or just thought about God, and I was like, what if I had faith in God like I believe in my fears? And how would that feel? Because I felt that feeling before of true calmness and true peace and surrender, where it wasn't a space of surrendering where you felt like you had to like tense up, but a true sense of surrendering where you're just like, you know what? I'm putting down this luggage right now. It's heavy. And I don't want to hold it right now. I just want to let go. And then you feel that lightness, that sense of miracle, that peace. And then something that happens and triggers you, and then you're back to square one. But lately what I've been doing is really starting to transition my perspective of my negative thoughts. So like, for example, I wake up in the morning with a lot of anxiety because I'm like, oh my God, what if I'm thinking, my brain automatically goes to the familiar of overthinking and ruminating about every single thing that could possibly go wrong right now. And my anxiety triggers just come up, and now I'm sitting in this uncomfortable feeling, and I'm like feeding it by like trying to find something to do and distract myself. But all in all, I honestly believed when I started taking it slow, and I'm like, hey Kiki, you're just experiencing anxiety right now. It's okay. We can retrain our thoughts. We're not in danger. We're just a little bit anxious about X, Y, and Z. And just reassuring myself continuously, and giving the space that my inner child needs to know that she's protected. And it takes time. It's not an everyday thing. Letting go is a very challenging thing, and I think a lot of people deal with that. I think that is probably like the bridge between being like anxious all the time to being secure within yourself and your body and where you want to be. In between that bridge of being so self-aware, you know exactly what's going on, but yet the fears still can tend to consume you, and you're in this little space of realizing that you're gonna have to just face your fears. You are going to have to sit with that feeling and sit in that and know that in that space that it always passes. Know in that space that it is your body just trying to protect you. But when you continue to react to your negative thoughts and worries and fears, your body automatically assumes that we're in danger. And so that's when we get into having anxiety. So retraining your body to not react to the random thoughts that might be scary is the first step. Naming your triggers, understanding your triggers, and being curious about your triggers, and finding tools and resources that help you specifically for what you need for yourself, and that could be difficult, that could be really hard, that could be very challenging, but it's so possible. I am in the thick of it right now, and it's not fun, but I hold myself accountable because I feel better about it. It's like every little step, even if it's just a little bit. Like today, I was like on the verge of having an anxiety attack, and I was like, you know what? Let's sit with myself. What's going on? Like, what do we need right now? What can we do? And I got out of it. Got out of it just with myself, put some audio on, but yeah, it's a tricky slope, and it's okay if we accidentally go back into our old ways of coping with stuff. It's okay, because this is your first time learning how to do this, learning how to let go, learning how to face those really, really uncomfortable feelings, learning how to go back and think about the traumas that you grew up with, and really sitting with yourself and giving yourself grace and love. By you opening up your heart to the possibility that things could work out for you, even if you feel like they aren't, or they're just not in your favor. Now you're sending signals to the universe that, okay, like, she or he, they want change, they want to do better, and I see them doing the work, they're putting in action. So that's when God and the universe starts to give you miracles and blessings, that you never even thought were possible. But you gotta meet them halfway. You gotta be like, hey, I'm opening my heart up to the possibility that things could go really well for me, even though my mind continues to tell me that everything is just always going to go wrong and I need to be prepared for chaos all the time. I'm deciding to choose to think differently, because obviously the way I'm thinking is not serving my highest being, and so it's time for a change. And so when you're in that change, it can be very scary and uncomfortable. But I promise, if you keep doing it little by little every day, you don't gotta meditate all the time. You don't gotta journal every day. But slowly but surely, the things that once you never thought you would be able to get through, you got through, So letting go. Yeah, because if you think about it, like, what would the worst thing that happened? What could the worst thing, like, what's the worst thing that could happen if you just let go and surrender a little bit each day? Not the whole day, but each day. You build your confidence up about feeling safe in your body. You feel more safer with yourself. You learn about yourself a little bit more every day, and it gets better and better to the point where, like, the whole week, the whole month, the whole year has just been great. Or you've been able to deal with adversity with strength and courage and wisdom to know that things will work itself out. And these things take time. I think I said that like a million times already now, but yeah, I am in that space of, although I don't know what's going to happen for me in my future and what my goals are in terms of handling and dealing with my inner work and my child, I still have this weird spark deep inside of me, this weird unconscious feeling that if I just worked on it, if I just learned to let go, if I just kept showing up for myself and I kept doing the work on myself, that I can truly get past everything that may be challenging for me at this moment. And that makes me very excited. Like, I'm about to go do some stuff to work towards where I want to be right now, because I got tired of sitting in the house and just in my head about every little thing, but there's a part of me that just feels like there's something meant for me out there, and I want to put the work in so I can enjoy that part of life. I don't want to sit in this anymore, this fear, this anxiety. I don't want to control my life anymore, But yeah, just give it a chance. Even if it's like 2 seconds. Right now I'm letting go of fear and worry. It's like a big sigh. You're gonna be alright. Also, if you're watching, happy birthday. It's your birthday today. I love you very much. And I'll see you soon. Alright, guys. Bye.